What is up, my Lorcana Goons? Welcome back to the Lorcana Goons channel. You're watching the weekly Quest with a Guest podcast. Every Thursday, Zach Stone and I sit down with a fellow Illumineers, talk about the game of Lorcana, pick their brains a little bit about the competitive side, and get to know them just a little bit more. Today, we're sitting down with my boy Danny Martinez, a local Southern California Lorcana Goon who just won a D23 collection tournament going 4-0 in the Shimmering Skies format and has won multiple set championships in the past. It's pretty cool actually because I didn't know Danny until Lorcana, and I met him in the local scene after hearing about his triumphant back-to-back victory of 3 set championships during the first Stitch Rockstar set championship tournaments. Now we test a lot online. He helped me test a lot for the DLC in Atlanta, and currently we've been going back and forth about what to play for DLC Vegas and what the meta is looking like. He's a green steel player at heart. He's been playing green steel since set 1, so we're going to take a look at how he's choosing to play green steel in the new Shimmering Skies format. We even play some test games against Zach, who's using an Emerald Amber deck against our green steel deck. Yes, we do lose the test games, but we were able to identify our misplays and hold ourselves accountable and really pinpoint where it is we went wrong and how it is you can win those matches that you do lose. And I really appreciate Danny for sitting down with us and teaching us how to play a deck like Emerald Steel, and also teaching us how to identify misplays when playing a deck like Emerald Steel. So hit that like button, sit back, and stay tuned to Lorcana Goons for more. What is up, my Lorcana Goons, and welcome back to the Quest with a Guest podcast. We are joined with our guest today, Danny Martinez, the local Southern California Lorcana Goon. He plays a lot, is a local supporter. I met him Stitch, the format where we had the first set championships around then, because Danny won 3 set championships like back to back, and then after that, he's just been playing a lot of locals, and just recently you won a tournament too for a D23 collection, right, Danny? So say what's up, introduce yourself to the community.
What's up, all?
Okay, I'm here joined with Zach Stone as well. Zach Stone co-hosts this week's podcast, and we're going to talk a little bit about Emerald Steel in this episode. Danny is a veteran Emerald Steel player. I really want to pick his brain as we prepare for the DLC Vegas format. It's only about a month away until we have our Disney Lorcana Challenge in Vegas. Zach and I have gone to a couple DLCs. Danny, you're going to go to the Vegas DLC, right?
I'll be going to Vegas. I got a ticket.
Nice, nice. And it's going to be your first DLC. You have been finding local success with Emerald Steel since formats ago, like I was just saying, and you just won a D23 collection at one of your locals. How many players was that tournament? You said it was like more than 20, right?
No, I had to look back at it. It was actually 16 because it was only 4 rounds, but I did go 4-0. But I played against most of the decks that are being seen out there a lot. Uh, so it was still pretty competitive.
Okay, yeah, no, in general, I think California has a competitive scene. 16 players is not the smallest tournament either. You got to go 4-0. That's pretty nice. So I have your deck list right here with Emerald Steel, and it's looking like you're playing only a couple cards from the new set. So what's your take on Emerald Steel this format now that we don't have Bucky in the deck anymore?
My take on Emerald Steel this format would have to be that it feels a lot like set 3. Now that Bucky's gone, I'm not too worried about so much shifting and so much discarding myself. I can deal with the Emerald Steel mirror, but a different type of version. It's just when Bucky was out there, it was just really annoying, and I already knew once set 4 came out, all we needed was one more Floodborn 3-drop, and it would just make Bucky crazy. And they gave us 2, and it was so annoying. And it's just, I love being an Emerald Steel player. I just couldn't run with that though. They made it too good.
Yeah, the Bucky format was something else. I think a lot of us were feeling a little bit tired of it. I know I was tired of it. It kind of felt like sometimes that deck gave you free wins, and that's not fun, you know. But now we have Daisy to deal with.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, but no more, but with no more Bucky, I think a lot of people were writing off Emerald Steel as a deck, just kind of forgetting about it, kind of feeling like, you know what, why are we playing this? And especially right now, I feel like Ruby Amethyst isn't as popular as it was like a couple sets ago, and Emerald, that's like Emerald Steel's best matchup. So like they kind of just put it in a position of like, why would I keep playing Emerald Steel if we just lost the best card, you know? So like out of all the Emerald color combinations you can play, why Emerald Steel for you this format?
I kind of feel like it feels like set 3 all over again. Since Bucky's gone, that was the only thing that was really like hindering me from last set topping four in all the Ursula set championships. I would get a lot of top eights, but it was just that Bucky deck. When against that Bucky deck, it was just that was really hindering it. Just all those Floodborns and just continuous discard and going the Diablo turn one, Bucky turn two, Diablo turn two, sudden chill, and it's just like, man, this is not fun right now. And so just sticking with my gut feeling on how I like to run MO still and just my type of playstyle. I just feel like it feels like set three again, and d- winning that D23 brought back that, hey, I still got this with this deck. It's still cooking.
Yeah, I know that feeling so well. So yeah, Danny, here at the Lorcana Coons channel, Kevin and I live, laugh, and honestly love Lorcana so much. Uh, Tell us how and why you got into Lorcana yourself, and any TCG experience or any gaming experience you have as a competitor.
So I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh way back in the day before Jinzo was born. I guess that kind of puts where my age range is. And Magic at my local store when I was just a kid, Comic Cult in Norwalk, California, and just down the street from you guys. And that's where it started all. Just my TCG competitiveness. The locals there taught me how to play all the card games. I used to play Naruto when Naruto was out. If you guys heard of that? Bleach, when Bleach was out, I played a little bit of Bleach. So it was just continuously trying different games, and then I saw Lorcana come out before it came out, and I was like, "Oh, this game's look cool. I like Disney. My kids like Disney. Who's Macappa?" And so
That's right.
I was like, "Oh, this would be cool to just buy cards, just interact with my kids, like have another way to interact with my kids a lot more." And it came out. Set one was kind of right. Trying to get product was kind of tough. Um, and I stuck. I've been playing Green Steel a long time. I played Green Steel set one when it was Mad Hatters, when we had Cusco's, when it was Kristoff's, the three drops that swing for two, and so it's always been like a primary color for me, and it's been fun, and that's been my TCG journey, and just the reason why I really wanted to start Lorcana was with my kids, and it's been doing great.
Sick, man.
Heck yeah.
How many kids you got?
I got three kids.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, the whole
Yeah,
family. That's sick,
yeah.
man. And they be watching you play Lorcana every now and then.
They do. They love it. Like every time I come home, because I only get to go out and play once a week at the locals. If I'm lucky, like maybe two times, but that's just during the weekends because of my work schedules. And so I usually just go Sunday to my local game store, TCG, Top First Gaming in the city of Redlands. Come out, city of Redlands, want that competitive scene. It's where it's at. Only over here in the IE. Um, but yeah, I'm only able to play once a week, and so it was very difficult. But every time I come home, my kids are like, "Did you win? Did you win?" Because at set three, I was coming home with boxes and boxes and boxes. I was like, "Man, this is fun."
Your kids haven't learned to play the game yet, or well, you haven't taught them. They just help you open the prizing when you come home with it.
My son's 6, so my son he knows like he'll see the colors. He knows the characters. He's seen Wreck-It Ralph. He's seen Moana, all the characters, so he knows those. My daughter's my daughter is 10. They're all 4 years apart, and so my daughter knows how to play. So my daughter likes when I build her decks, usually themes. And she likes just collecting the cards. She's like, I like this person, I like this person, I like this person. She doesn't really want to play, but she knows how a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. I've noticed that with the scene, there's a lot of not just kids, people in general who they prefer like playing very like sporadically. They don't play as much, but they definitely enjoy collecting. Sometimes people would just like, oh, this is the one aerial card I'm missing, or I'm still missing this hey hey out of all the other color hey heys I have. So yeah, the collectability of it is really cool to see. Like I have a niece, she takes zero interest in card games, anything like that, but whenever she comes over, she'll look through my bulk and she'll be like, "Oh, I like Stitch, I like Rapunzel." And this
Yeah,
girl's like 14, and she's just like, "Oh, I
yeah.
like," yeah, and she just be picking out stuff that she recognizes that she likes, and sometimes cold foils too. Just be like, "Can I have this and that?" And the other day she hit me up and she was like, "Hey, are you still down to open up packs?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, what the heck?" Yeah, they don't play, but they just like the opening up the packs. They like the thrill. They like the idea of it. It's really cool, and I think it's also because like my niece grew up in the whole like Shopkins like era, or like the whole like
Oh, okay.
the mystery stuff era. Like kids, so
Yeah,
like
yeah,
she loves going to Target, or she loved going to Target as a kid and being like, oh, I want to buy these certain like Shopkins toys or whatever. I'm sure you've seen it, and it's like a mystery, and
yeah,
you open it, you don't know which one you're gonna get. So she likes the concept of the cards. She just doesn't know what's good, so she'll be like, "Is this good? Is this good?"
yeah.
Yeah, but that's cool, man. That's good. It's cool that you can something you can share with your kids. Obviously, like Disney is Disney, like we all know it, and we all definitely share that with the kids in the family. But I think sharing the competitive the gameplay aspect of it is a little bit different. It's not for everybody, and that's cool too. Obviously, like it's a game and it's supposed to be for fun at the end of the day. Have you ever taken your kids to a locals to an LGS?
I've taken my daughter to just a board game paradise
Okay.
over in the city of Redlands also,
Hmm.
because that's where we bought our board games, and so she would see them play upstairs when they showed us around. But they were playing Magic at the time. But that's where I would buy all the board games. And yeah, they all like cracking the packs. They help me crack the packs. They love helping me sort, and it helps me a lot.
That's cool, man. I gotta tell my girlfriend. I gotta tell my girlfriend to get us some kids so I can get this sorting going, bro. Because that's like the one. That's like the hardest part with this is sorting all the cards. You too, Zach. Can you
Yeah.
imagine, Zach? You have kids. There'd be a little helpers. You just Zach Stone brand. That's your whole brand. Just you and your kids sorting cards.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I'm a huge advocate of just sorting and organizing stuff. Kevin knows me to have my stuff very much organized. As I'm opening the packs, the 6 row trays are perfect because you just put a
Yeah.
color in each of those rows. You have one for commons, uncommons, rares, and better. If you got 2 trays, you can even do all the rarities and the foils. So it's
Yeah.
just honestly the most perfect thing. And yeah, I'm more even like my thoughts are like, why doesn't Kevin sort his bulk? Why is it such a challenge for him? I like seeing what I have because I guess I like having a good idea of what my stock and inventory is like. So that's what really is helpful for me. Kevin is just starting his journey as a buyer and vendor into the card game space. However, that is always something that I push to anybody, even a player, just to have the stuff organized, at least in a way that works for you. It doesn't have to be somebody's way. It's whatever works for you. So yeah, Danny's got it locked down. Who knows what I'll decide to do in my endeavors. And besides locking it down, Danny, yeah, there was a consistent stream of week after week, you know, champion stitch mats, you in every single picture. I was just like, whoa, this guy's coming out of nowhere. And then you got really more, familiarized with our group. You joined our testing circle. I know you're a member of the Quest Kids team. And, how's that been?
Being part of the testing circle was great. Like, I didn't get to go to Atlanta. I really regret that. That's one thing I really regret because set three I felt like was really my jam, and so it's something I'm always gonna look back on. Like, "Ah, I wish I would have went to Atlanta." But I felt very great that and honored, I guess you could say, right, being a part of the testing circle because I was testing with so many of you guys that went to Atlanta. So anyone that really wanted to get that green steel matchup, I would be available. Hey, if you want to play, I'm down. Just let me know. And so I was testing with Kevin a lot. I was testing with Mike. I was testing with you, Zach. I was testing with. There was a whole bunch of people that I was testing with that went to Atlanta. It just felt great. It just felt really fun. And even though I wasn't going, it felt good that I felt like I was part of something, like at least helping the team out.
Oh yeah, dude. Like in general, and I think I'm pretty sure I've said thank you, but thank you again for testing with me and testing with us for Atlanta because that helps a lot. Like, and I said this before in a bunch of other videos, my goons. If like getting into the game competitively is something you want to do and just take it a little bit of a step further, like don't be afraid to reach out to people at your locals, ask them if you can test with them, befriend more people that you can practice with. People, different minds in the game is very important. Like I didn't even really know Danny until like set 2 or 3 ish, and then he's helping me test for Atlanta, and like he was one of the only like Emerald Steel players like that I knew was like, oh, this guy knows the ins and outs of Emerald Steel. So like when we would test, like I would be like, hey Danny, why are you doing this play instead of this play? How do I do this and this, against your deck? And it was just a lot of like different perspective that I didn't really have, which helped a lot. And like going into Atlanta, I was playing Rubiam, and Emerald Steel is supposed to be your hardest matchup, and I felt like super confident. You know what I mean? And I felt super confident playing the mirror matches because of other friends, or I felt super confident playing against to Amber Steel because Zach was playing Amber Steel religiously that format. So like
Yeah.
things like that really help a lot, man. So I definitely do advocate like for players, step outside of your comfort zone, befriend some new people, join testing circles. You know what I mean? Practice or test with people that you may not have been practicing or testing with before. Zach has always told me like limit test. If you're consistently losing, then start doing something different. You know what I mean? And that was one thing, with the deck, like playing Emerald Steel that I learned, or playing against Emerald Steel that I learned too. Like set 3, set 4, a lot of players would be like, "Why do I keep losing to Emerald Steel? Why do I keep losing to Bucky? Why do I keep losing to this discard deck?" And then it took a while, at least for it to click with me, to realize like, oh, I'm playing the matchup wrong. Like I keep on trying to do this thing where I keep trying to draw cards, and it's making me lose. So instead, I'm gonna change up the game plan. I'm gonna ditch my whole hand and just top deck against this deck, and that's how you usually end up winning that matchup in set 3. And it was very important in Atlanta because I did that. I did that to an Emerald Steel player. I 2-0'd them, and they were just shook. They're like, no one's ever done that, and I'm just like, oh well, yeah, it feels very good to practice and then see that practice like come into play. You know what I mean? So thanks again, Danny, for that. But yeah, since you are the Emerald Steel master, I really want to get into this deck list. I know a lot of people want to see the set 5 spice and whatnot, but you're only playing 2 cards from set 5 is what it's looking like. But in general, you're playing a series of cards from Merfolks, Robin Hoods. We got Flynn Rider. We have Ursa Deceiver, Smeeze. Only 2 Diablo, but you're playing the wonderful package of 4 Prince John, 4 Ursa Deceiver of all. You got Sudden Chill, Storm, and Strength, all in 4s as your copies, as your songs for Ursula. And then we got 2 Babooms, 2 Tinkerbell Helpful, 2 Friar Tuck, 1 Floodborn Flynn, and 2 Benjamin. Okay, explain this deck to us. Why does it look like a set 3 deck with two
So,
with 2 Diablos, with 2 Diablos?
so I've been right when I knew the mirror was coming out. Tabletops, Pixelborn went away, unfortunately, right? But we had Tabletop Simulator, and we were able to play on Tabletop Simulator, and so we were able to get some games in really, really early before the cards were released, and so continuously testing and seeing what's being consistent on my game winnings and what I really needed to take out of that green steel deck that everyone was running, since there is no more Bucky. I didn't run Bucky at the time. And I do see that Amber Steel is coming back. Steel Song it's never really went away. Zach played it set 3. It was here set 4. It was slept on, I think.
Yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
it's back for a vengeance, the same as I feel like Green Steel is. You have Naveen that's helping, right? But I've been able to just continuously test, and I've come up with this list to where there are things you can change out of it. Like if you don't want to run Diablos, you don't want to run Booms, or if you don't even want to run the mirrors. But there wasn't too many cards I was really looking at, that I saw in the green and emerald that came out, that I was like, oh, I want to put this in. I want to put this in. Like there is your welcome. Your welcome's good, but I don't want to make my opponent draw any more cards. Like there is a thing you can do with your welcome and the mirror. If you have mirror out, your welcome, they're gonna discard down to 3 regardless anyway. But it just wasn't. It wasn't giving me that consistency. Like, hey, I'm getting this damage. I'm getting this lore in, and I'm being able to keep their hand low. So with this list, that's what I came up with.
Okay.
Danny, like Kevin did just mention, there's only Prince John's Mirror, I think, as the new set 5 card. I have to ask this question. Why no games referee?
uh,
Heat
I
games.
just, yeah. I just think that the mirror is what's making the deck actually kind of work now. I was trying it at 4, and it just felt like I was seeing it too much, and I didn't need it that often, because then, just like how Kevin was saying, it goes just into top deck mode, and I just start getting like kind of, it goes here to here, like, okay, I'm not top decking great, so I just went down to 3, and then I was like, 3 still feels like too much, and then I went down to 2, and I just felt that mirror was just the perfect addition to the deck that I was running set 3.
Yeah, it looks more like an
Mhm.
aggressive style deck. As you can see, it doesn't seem like you're playing the mid range kind of strategy that I kind of see a lot of Emerald Steel decks go for.
Yeah.
The Bucky deck was definitely felt very control based, like you were controlling the hand and controlling the field, off of like 3/4 ink. This deck though, you're playing Merfolks, you're playing Flynns, and it's Mies, and that all those characters quest for 2 in the early game. So Sapphire players beware. How does this deck fare against the hyper aggro matchup or other decks that are playing a lot of early game characters?
So in the D23 champ, I played against all the decks that have been out there. So I put first round, I played against Amber Steel. I was able to 2-1 Amber Steel. It was a 3-game format, but I was able to 2-1 Amber Steel. He was on the Naveen's, Swords, Wheel, or a whole new world, sorry. And I was able to pull out the win. And I was like, okay, that's like the one matchup where like went into DLC. If there's a matchup I have to go 1-1 against, I think this is the matchup
Hmm.
because it's out there now. It's coming back.
Yeah.
Um, round 2, I went against Blue Steel, so another steel deck that was supposed to have the favor against aggro. And so I was able to 2-1 that also. I should have 2-0'd. Unfortunately, I did misplay. I'm getting back in the rhythm again, but I did misplay. And I saw that later on, like, oh, I could have won this already. But that's the whole point of testing, right?
Hmm.
And round 3 is when I went against hyper aggro, and I was like, all right, this is a deck that everyone's scared of. I've seen a lot of lists of this. I've been playing against it on TTS a lot. Big shout out to the TTS community on Discord. If you ever want to look for competitive games, just casual games, is a great Discord for TTS. If you guys want to get on that, it's pretty great. But I've been playing a lot against a lot of people on hyper aggro. And so I kind of see what they're going to do. I know all the cards they run, so I'm looking just for that removal. And I can tell you 100%, Ursula, Deceiver of All, just annihilates that deck. And singing 2 songs, them not being able to get rid of it, that's the game changer right there. So I was able to 2-0 the hyper aggro, and so I felt really, really confident right there. The final match was against Purple Steel, and I was kind of confused. I was like, Purple Steel, like I haven't seen this in a minute, so I wonder what his spice is. I was able to 2-0 Purple Steel, so that was great. And I just felt really confident going into the matches, and so against the hyper aggro, Daisy's a menace, but at some point I'm like, I need another character in my hand because I want to keep putting characters on the field so I can trade in or just keep swinging for lore too because all my characters swing for 2 also. And if I have just a couple removal in my hand, I eventually take over the board.
That's true, and you got some scary characters to get added to your hand. Like if I'm using Daisy and you start adding Ursula Deceiver of All or Diablos, Mies, stuff like that, like that does get a little scary. And then so you met it's interesting. What was the Amethyst Steel deck like playing? Was it Brooms? Was it just more of like a mid range kind of thing?
I think he was going mid range, and I know he played against like a blue red. He played versus like another type of green steel. I think mid range green steel. I'm not sure what his round 1 was, but he was more of a mid range. And so game 1, he I he went first. I was able to win off that. I was able to win just towards the middle of the game. He didn't gain that much lore. Game 2, I saw that okay, he's mid range. I'm just gonna go super hyper aggro. I
Mm-hmm.
went 3 merfolks, and yeah, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, yeah, that's such a deadly opening. Multiple merfolks is intense. Or merfolk Flynn Prince John also very strong. My favorite combo in the deck though, I'm sure yours too, going Ursa Deceiver of All into Prince John and singing
Yeah,
Sudden Chill twice. That's just not a bad combo at all. Like you know what I mean?
yeah,
How often did you rip your opponent's hand to shreds? Like from games one the first match all the way to the fourth match? Like because I imagine that's your strategy, right?
yeah. So it's pretty consistent, right? Like the only hard one was against the Amber Steel because they have Cinderella that can sing on turn 2. And I think that's the reason why I do run Booms in my deck because if I'm going second, and they drop a Cindy turn 1, I might hold off sometimes
Yeah.
because that Boom is gonna stop the Cindy, and then
Sometimes
I'll
you
start
just
maybe flooding.
sometimes you just don't play the one drop, right? Like
Yeah,
don't
especially going second. Yeah, but
mm,
if I'm going first, I drop my 1 drop.
of
They drop
course.
a Cindy. I'm booming the Cindy
Boom
turn
boom.
2.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and then letting them sing Ursula turn 2 from them, and then my turn 3, I'm going either Ursula or most likely Ursula, or I flood the board.
Nice, nice. You can tell the preparations you've taken with not only your deck building, but like with the certain matchups. Like you already have Baboom in your deck for the Amber Steel matchup, for that Cindy interaction. You just finished talking about how your Blue Steel match, it should have been a 2-0, but you took it to game 3 and you still won. I really want to mention that that's really important to do in Lorcana and in trading card games in general, is learn how to take accountability for your losses. Understand when yeah, you won game 3, but still understand that could have been a 2-0 at the Vegas DLC. That's the difference between getting 7 points and getting 3 points right there. And I think that's really important to understand too. Notice your misplays, and the same thing, you tested a lot against hyper aggro and you were ready for that matchup. So it sounds like you cooked some people there. And then adapting as well, adapting to matchups that you haven't played against before, realizing my opponent's on Amethyst Steel. Okay, my opponent's not playing brooms, they're not playing aggressive stuff, they're playing more mid-range Amethyst Steel. Now you can turn the gas pedal on and you just start playing your Merfolk strategy instead. So those are things about those are things that I like about Danny, about that I think makes him a good player. I think stuff that I can learn from him too is like knowing how to prepare for those tournaments. And I love surrounding myself with people like this. The Team Quest kids, they're all like that. Like they're definitely obsessed with the game and obsessed with knowing how to win. But yeah, man. So Emerald Steel discard, is this like maybe not the same list, but this is the deck I'm assuming that the way you would run it for the Vegas DLC, considering the meta right now.
So the only considerations that I have is maybe the Diablos. It's just there's a lot of Emerald still out there. 2 life. If you get it to stick, it's cool. Maybe one turn you get that one draw. But Diablos are kind of something I'm looking into changing around a little bit. Flint comes in great. Sometimes I run 2, but if you see it too early and you haven't discarded their hand enough, it just sits in your hand, or when you play it, it's questing for 1, so it feels like a 4-drop Diablo, so it's kind of rough. So there are some things I think I want to tweak a little bit, but this is kind of like a straightforward deck list that if anyone really wanted to pick up, and if they really put in the time, they can really just master this green steel discard aggro version. But there are some things I probably am going to tweak because I know there's going to be a lot of steel song. I just hope I dodge and they go against all the RP players.
Yeah, no, Steel Song is really popular right now. Like 100% flavor of the week Steel Song. It feels like a lot of people are on it. Sapphire Steel also feels like a popular decision, But yeah, like I said, it depends.
Oh, yeah.
It depends where Ruby Amethyst is gonna end up on that. But I do want to run through some test hands and a test game with this deck, if you don't mind, Danny. So let's go ahead and get this situated. So we're going first. Opening hand. Okay, so your playstyle is weird. We opened up John, Strength, Double Robin Hood Shifts, me, Diablo, and Beast. What's the play?
So I would keep a Robin.
Okay.
Because if you draw a 1-drop Robin, then we're set. We're chilling. I would probably maybe keep a John, get rid of everything else. I would just keep contemplating on if I'm gonna get rid of the John or not, because I think I want to draw as many cards as I can for that 1-drop.
Okay. You don't keep
Smee? We're looking for that 1-drop, and sometimes it gets pretty rough. Like okay. I would maybe get rid of the John and then keep the Shmi.
Okay.
Like you were saying, yeah.
A little more
just
safe.
In case. Yeah, because drawing 6 is a lot better than drawing 5 sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think that's what we do. I think we do that. We draw 5.
All right, so we'll draw 5, and we did see.
All right, so we're chilling.
We saw the Robin Hood Goons.
Yeah. So, but the only thing is, we have no John. We have no Ursula. So it's gonna be pretty rough, but we should be all right. We should be able to control board more because we have Robin and Shmi and Robin.
We got Benjamin. We got Tinkerbell. Yeah. We also got Fire Tuck and Merfolk.
Yeah. Yeah, because we don't know what he's running. So say that he is hyper aggro and he does run the item, but we're going first, which is cool. And if he does run the item, we can Benja his item. If he's on blue-red, the Benja will come against Popsicle. So we're chilling. If he's like a different version of Emerald Steel, we do have the Tinkerbell to kill the Diablo, right? If someone evasive. So we're chilling. We're chilling.
Okay, cool. So what's your first turn play? Obviously, we want to ink a card, play a card.
Yeah. I'm getting rid of the Fire Tuck.
The Fire Tuck, that's what I was thinking too. So ink Fire Tuck. We don't have Prince John. And then are you gonna play your Merfolk, or are you gonna set up your Robin Hood?
I'm setting up my Robin.
Every time. Okay.
Yeah. Just because we don't know what he's playing yet. I don't have a John. So
And we'll pass.
We're not. We don't need to discard just yet.
And then we'll pass. Go ahead, Zach Stone.
Okay, hey Kevin. So I'm deafen. I'll deafen during your turn, so you can talk to Danny openly. Just like click that little, click your name. It says Lorcana Goons. Click that,
On the
Okay.
top.
so it passes. Yeah, click that on the top.
On the top. What do you mean?
No, right in the middle of the screen. Above that weird
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
Smart.
when you do that, I'll undeafen, and
Okay.
it's just better for the channel. So make sure to edit this part out. When you're listening, you'll know to edit.
All right, sick.
All right, I'll draw for my turn, and well, you gave away your color combos right from the beginning, right? Because
Yeah.
I saw you ink yeah. So
Yeah.
I already know that I'm not gonna have the best time to fire tuck's a lot of information if I'm actually sitting down playing a game. So I think my hand is funny. I think I gotta just ink this
Oh,
and
it's
then
on.
give it
It's on.
that.
Ink roses.
Oh,
Pass.
oh, so
Okay.
we're chilling. We're chilling.
Okay.
So
So
I think
he's
so,
probably playing the Emerald
Amber
Amber
green.
deck, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So yellow green. I'm assuming. So his turn 2 is probably going to be something silly like Sir Hiss. He didn't open up Merfolk. He might go Flynn if he's playing Flynn, or he could be playing some other cards like Ursula Deceiver. Oh yeah, Ursula Deceiver. That's one. So we don't have any songs in our hand, which is good for that.
Kind of rough.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Oh, but yeah. So we're good. We're debating, right? He's probably gonna play Ursula turn 2. He's gonna whiff.
Mhm.
So it's a free turn for us. I think we still go Shmi because he's gonna wanna place. It's kind of rough, right? Like I want to get rid of the Merfolk because it's uninkable. So, but I think we just keep running the route of we can keep the board because we're gonna have Robin turn 3, Shmi turn 2, and then turn 4 we can even go this Ursula into a Merfolk or Benja into a Merfolk.
Okay. So do we ink this Tinkerbell or the Benja?
Yeah, we
ink Tinkerbell.
Oh, he doesn't run items, right? Yeah, we ink the Tinkerbell.
Yeah. He doesn't run items, but
yeah. Then throw Shmi.
okay.
But he's no rush. Yeah, not rushing. So
Okay. I wanted to keep the Tinkerbell for the Diablo situation you mentioned, but I like the idea of playing these on turn 4, so we're not even going to use that, right? So go ahead.
All right. What a fantastic way to deal with this card.
Ink of bare necessities. Okay. All right.
Oh yeah, we're chilling.
We predicted that because we're smart players.
You had no songs in the beginning. Nothing. Yeah.
I mean, we still predicted it. We still predicted it.
No, to be fair, can we see that one more time? I know you have Shift Hood, Benja, Ursula, and Merfolk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. I'll let you have it.
Set draw. Another Robin.
Okay. Yeah, so we're chilling. We're just gonna go shift Robin and start gaining that lore. I don't think there's any his turn 3. Maybe he does play Diablo.
Do we ink Robin though, or do we ink Benja? Because let's think about Lorcana. In Lorcana, the cards you ink are very important. So this little the play is obviously shift Robin, but deciding what to ink here could potentially make or break the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think we're inking the Benja. We know he's not gonna run items. The only item maybe he might have would be the mirror at best, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so our turn 4 is gonna be Ursula into the Merfolk, and then turn 5 we drop another Robin. And we just continuously hit board, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was thinking too. Like we want to do the second Robin on turn 5 and just keep going back with that pressure. Go ahead, Zach Stone. It's gonna be your turn.
And then Shmi takes a damage.
Oh yes, Shmi takes 1 damage. Very important to remember. Thank you.
I don't know how Robin's not a captain, but it's okay.
Yeah. It's no surprise. No surprise why Robin had still a $40 card.
Yeah.
This pressure is insane. Yeah, the 3/3/6 is insane. So ink a Diablo.
Maybe a Diablo.
Play Diablo.
No. So see that maybe keep it. Yeah, if we probably would have been better to ink the Benja, keep the Tinkerbell. But we're chilling still.
I mean, we would have had to ink this one, so
Yeah.
But it's not like
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It'd be
Yeah,
an out. It'd be an
keep
out.
making mistakes against me and see how well it pays out for you.
We're
Well,
chilling.
I
We're
mean,
chilling.
it's not. I don't think it's necessarily a mistake because what would end up happening is we would end up having to sacrifice one of our turns of questing to challenge the Diablo. So I think because we're so far ahead, there's a world where it just doesn't matter. We just quest anyways. But maybe playing, we're playing 3 lore here instead of playing 2 lore here, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of how. That's so. I don't know if it's like a misplay either. I think it's just we decided to go a different route
Oh,
with
so
our
we're chill.
and we're yeah. So we just
We could
ink.
even just ink that, play both, right?
That's what I was thinking. We ink the goons. Just play both and just call it a day, bro.
Yeah, and just keep on swinging, keep on
And just go
swinging.
face. Just keep
Yeah,
swinging. Just keep
that's it.
swinging. Just keep swinging. Just keep swinging.
Go ahead.
I like that. Just keep swinging.
I
Just keep
don't like
swinging.
this. I
Just keep swinging.
actually don't like this at all. This was a very nasty turn I think that you guys have done to me, honestly.
I mean, I don't have anything to do. It's either that or we would have had to play the Ursa Deceiver or Fire Tuck on that turn, and I don't think
I
Fire Tuck has
don't
to
know
play.
the card of you, Joe.
But we
Okay,
could
fair enough.
we could have done we could have inked the Ursula, played the other card, played the
Hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
because
swing
then
2
they
damage.
both would have been out.
Ink another bear. And play a Muses. All right.
What are we bouncing? Bouncing.
Yes,
Ursula,
sir.
my
What a
info.
rebound. What a rebound. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What a rebouncing. You know, you're gonna have to have drawn a song to get this deceiver of all to go off. If you did draw a song, it would suck. Um, but can I deal with this massive amount of lore? I mean, honestly, even if it's a song, it's like Let the Storm Rage On isn't even that good against me. Yeah, Merfolk is just a little scary here. Yeah, you have to draw one of those.
I mean,
And then let's bounce that Merfolk back. We're gonna go ahead and trade into Smee here with that. Then I guess that's it. It's all I can do. All right, have fun.
he said have fun. So a draw. Ooh.
Pretty good.
Sometimes it just happens. We'll sing twice. 2 cards, buddy.
So that's why, like, maybe we could have went Ursula, played the Robin, Big Robin for 4. We would have discarded the Merfolk, but we
That's
didn't think
true.
it was.
That's true.
But
That's true.
we're still chilling.
There's that.
Then
So
play
what
Merfolk,
do we hit with that? We hit Daisy
John and
and
Daisy.
John.
Swinging for 2.
And then, yeah. And we're just going to pass.
So yeah, him trying to get rid of this Robin's gonna be rough. Like he would have to find what do you call it?
Yeah.
Cards. What is it? Painting the roses. Yeah, he would have to find that.
Mhm.
Or he maybe has welcome. Could be your welcome.
Green Yellow is a pretty good deck. A lot of people like this deck.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Play Prince Jonathan. Play Daisy Duckling.
See, and then him swinging with Daisy it actually benefits us.
Yeah, it's way different.
Yeah, like.
All right, that's gonna be it for me, dog.
Quest for 1. Ready, set, draw. We're just gonna play our goons, and we'll quest for 2, 3, 4, 5.
Just keep swinging.
Just keep swinging. Now I have lethal. Now we set up lethal.
Wait, we quest for 5, no? Were we at 11 or no?
What happened?
Were we at 11?
Check the logs. Check the logs. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't say.
So let's
Pretty
do
sure it
this.
was that.
Let's go back. It was Robin Hood for 1. To me, Robin Hood. So that's 5.
I'm pretty sure I was at 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me. No.
chilling.
Let's think. Let's think. Did you quest with Ursula ever? No. then it doesn't make sense to be at nah, does it? Does it make sense to be an even number?
We're
1,
chilling.
5,
It's okay.
9, and then I draw for turn. Ooh, this is nasty.
Show me the goods.
Okay,
Show me the goods.
all right. First things first. Yes.
Put to hand. That's cool.
Yeah, it was glitchy back when it first came out, the daisies. But
Yeah.
I'm glad they fixed it.
Nice.
All right.
They have a Discord. Ooh, the nuts.
Gonna sing.
I mean,
Banana
Wait,
gun.
hold on. Let me. Yeah, I think it's this one. And then so
Draw.
Muses and John are in the bag. I'm gonna draw off the John,
in the bag.
and then Muses is gonna bounce that. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Added by
Okay.
Ursula. Muses. Bouncing back a character with 2 strength or less whenever you play a song. That's Ward.
And then ink
Daisy.
this. Oh, it's Bruno back that Robin Hood here.
Ooh, it's a shifted.
And
We're chilling.
then
Yeah, it's a shifted one, so we get both back actually. Which is
Shuffle
really
that
good.
up.
yes,
Shuffle that up.
fine.
Alright, buddy. Random. Let's go.
Come on, pick it from the hand. No, just take it from my hand.
Some to the
This
dice
one.
stick. The mean. How is that even? How is that 5?
Wait, yeah.
One.
Wait, how's that
It was
five?
left to right. It was left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how I did it.
But it was a 5.
1, 2, 3, 4,
From,
5.
So
from,
this
from
that would
my,
that would
from
be the
my
it would be
left to
small
right.
Robin.
that would still be the middle
No,
one.
from
It's
my
still-
no. Like left is 1, 2.
Exactly.
No, I did
1, 2, 3,
Oh.
4, 5. Wait, what?
Oh,
1, 2, 3,
come
4, 5,
It's
6.
not-
I get it. I get it.
Yes, yes,
It's always funny. I'm sorry. I just have to ask. I have to ask because it doesn't.
Danny's telling me to save time, and I didn't even bother like telling you what my thoughts in my head were. I knew what I was doing.
No,
Okay,
I just want to. I
music-
just like people's reasoning for what random is. You know, because some people are like, just pick a card, and then some people are like, let me roll the
Okay.
dice and do this way. That was so funny.
Muses and John are in the bag. I'll draw, and then let me bounce back that Robin Beasy.
Robin D's.
Yeah.
Muses and John.
Let's.
That's why I just say no. Pick a card. Please.
No, pick a
Let's-
card. We went
let's-
through
pick a
3
card.
Let's hit.
Robin Hoods.
I'll discard John, and then I will quest for my 2, and
Gotcha.
then it's back to you. I don't think you clicked it. I don't know if we clicked the thing. but it's back to you.
I didn't click it. You need to give yourself lore.
So we're chilling. Just blah blah blah. Maybe we get rid of that. Or, I don't know if we could be greedy.
Really?
Save.
I would just like play these 2. I want to just play these 2, but I get what you're saying. You want to do this first. Get rid of this.
Like I see. No, I see
You
what you're
wanna
saying.
disarm.
Yeah, play these two. Play these 2 just in case he does discard 1 card. We still have 1 card to discard, and then we keep the storm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll pay 4 ink for our Robin Hood Goons and our Ursa Deceiver. Oops. And then we'll pass. No. Not baboom.
Broken.
You got our baboom chat. It's over.
It's actually really over.
Oh, it's rough.
Under the sea. Oops.
Yeah, that's super
And
rough.
then
But we're still chilling. We're still chilling.
because I can do this.
All right. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Maybe we have to.
Just ink play, right?
Yeah.
And just hope to hope to survive.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Zach. Okay. There we go. Oh.
Taking more cards.
That's funny. Ready
ready to hear my beast.
Yeah. Oh man, this is I don't really got a play. I guess let's see
No, you're
what you get off
welcome.
Daisy.
Okay. Chill.
Give me,
All right.
give me that.
You're welcome. It's gonna hurt.
No, don't.
Naveen stir. No effect on Naveen.
Yeah, no effect
No.
on the bean. And yeah, I'm gonna leave myself undeafened because I think this will be the last turn for either one of us.
I like how
So
Zach said he doesn't have a play, and then
So,
the play is just set up lethal, and he's like, I don't have a play.
I actually just don't do that. I really dislike when my opponents ask me where they messed up because then it just I don't know, like I just don't like answering those questions. That's awkward for me.
so funny. That's so funny.
Yeah, it's so 20. We have no way. We have no way of
Yeah.
winning. GG's.
And if you played Pete's game referee, you might have stopped me.
But no, but then that's when we look back at it, right? We should have intervened. Should have kept the
Tinkerbell.
Kept the Tinkerbell, so just in case he did have the Diablo.
All right, so we're going. So we're going second this time.
Yeah.
What's the game plan?
We need to find a Robin shift.
A Robin Hood shift.
And at least a 1-drop. So yeah, we're gonna get that.
So get rid of these guys. We're getting rid of Diablo. Getting rid of Benja.
Well, I don't think we need the mirror.
The mirror.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he gets rid of his hand super fast. Keep the Shmi and the Flynn just to see what his plays are.
You don't keep Prince John?
Yeah, we keep Prince John. Yeah.
Okay. So these three. So we're keeping Prince John, Shmi, Flynn.
I think we might get rid of Flynn. I think we get rid of Flynn. We to draw as many cards as we can.
Okay. You don't like the Flynn into Prince John since it's a discard card?
I don't think he's gonna trade like that. Like his 1-drop's Daisy, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna keep swinging.
True.
Okay.
So like 1-drop.
Yeah, I found the 1-drop.
Okay.
So
we have wombo
so
combo.
We're chilling.
All right, Zach, start us off.
All right, I will start us off with. I guess we just have to ink that, and
is there like
I don't have a little button.
Okay.
Huh?
Is there like an ink command?
I right click the just ink. I mean, you can make it a command. You can hotkey it.
Okay, now I just wondering. All right, so we're gonna
go ahead.
So ink pass. That's their turn. Our draw is another Prince John. We have double Prince John. We have Sami, Storm, Beast, Ursula, Hood, and Set and Chill. I'm inclined to want to ink this Beast, right? Because we want to curve into the Goons, Sami, Ursula line.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Zach. Oh yeah, I gotta tell Zach. I gotta push the button. All right.
Yep. When you push the button, that's my cue. You know.
It's my cue.
Oh my gosh. Did I shuffle your hands? I did.
No, you just did it at the same time.
That'd be funny. My hand is just not so strong. I just have to play it this way, I guess.
He's gonna drop a Daisy now.
No, dog.
See, the only thing that's why like the only thing I don't like
pass. All right.
The only thing I don't like about like the whole thing where he clicks ink instead of him putting it down is because it turns so fast.
Yeah, I can't see it. I gotta look at it.
Yeah. You have to be quick.
Okay, so we drew another Prince John, which is kind of annoying, but we also have this sudden chill. We have 2, so we'll probably ink this sudden chill, right? Since we have 2.
Yeah, we'll ink the sudden. Play this for me. Swing for free.
Okay, so no 1-drop, no 2-drop. That's always good for a deck like ours. We're more of an aggressive deck, so if they're not playing characters on 1 and 2, then that's very nice.
Yeah. So
Zach was talking a big game.
I know.
Make my deck look good, Zach, but it's not like this.
I know ink pass isn't necessarily what we're looking to do with this deck, right? But go ahead and play Prince John, and I gotta end it to you, sir.
Prince Jonathan and pass. All right. Inkable card. That's what we wanted to see here. We're going to ink our Fire Tuck and play Prince John, I'm assuming. I mean, Ursula. Sorry, not Prince John. We play Ursula.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm tripping. I said that wrong. So ink Friar Bucky, Friar Tucker. Oops. And then we'll play 3 for Ursula. Oh, this has a damage on it. Forgot. Actually, no, we played that last turn.
No. Yeah.
It'll get a damage on it this turn because we're quested for 2. Quested for 1. And pass back to Zach. All right, Zach. So what's his turn 4 gonna be? Maybe Muses, sing something. He could be slowing us down a little bit,
but then he makes his John like.
Oh yeah, really bad because he wasted and he would waste his whole turn, and then we just do the same turn next turn even if he does that because his deck has like the removal for Amber Emerald is interesting because like it's like partial removal because it just goes to your hand unless it's under the sea. Unless it's under the sea, then you're gonna be able to just keep using the same cards back to back.
You already know.
Ooh, discard 2. So one of the I want to discard a John.
Yeah,
and then probably the Storm, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
we don't have reasonable targets for Storm anyway. He has a Prince John, so we can't even hit that. He's gonna draw 2 cards off of that. You have forgotten me. And we're still gonna cook him. Unless he goes like Mother Knows Best, sing, bounce back this. But
no, he wouldn't leave his John.
All right, there you go. So he does not have any other response. We want to draw every time in Lorcana first. So before we ink a card, we're just gonna play Prince John, sing, sudden chill, right?
Yep.
All right, there we go. So Prince John for 3. This is the wombo combo we were telling you about. Sing, sudden chill. And then we're going to do this twice. So now he has to discard 2. Come on, buddy. He's gonna and then we're going to do it again. There we go. So he's going to discard. Technically, we draw off the Prince John first, right?
Yeah, we would draw 1 and then
we do it. Yeah, and then we trigger it. So we'll draw 1. And then okay.
Swarm.
So
I'm still deciding.
Still deciding. Okay, so he's gonna discard a Muses and a Painting the Roses, and then we'll draw again for the second one, and now we'll choose to ink. Do you ink the Benja or the Flynn here?
I think we're inking the Flynn just so Benja can trade it easier and has more life.
Okay. And then we'll take this 1 lore, and we take this 2 again, right?
Yeah.
All right, and now it's me as 2, and we're gonna pass back to Zach Stone. There we go. We hit him with the wombo combo. If he hits us with another You Have Forgotten Me, though, that is kind of lame, but he wastes his whole turn, and then we just quest again.
Yeah, but You Have Forgotten Me is pretty good. That's why, like, Lemon Lime's really fun. It's a different type of discard.
Another Prince John. Wow. What's happening?
Chill.
Yeah?
2 sudden chills. Yeah.
Sing sudden chill twice? Is that what's happening? Oh, Deceiver. Ursa Deceiver, but we don't have any.
He was banking on it.
Hey, Zach, you know you can talk on your turn, too? Are you not talking?
Yeah, I think he did.
Okay.
Or is he still deafened? I wonder if he's still deaf.
I don't know. I think he just decided to turn the seat. Like, he was so yappy when he was winning, but now that he's not winning, he's just, like, playing in silence. Like, what a freaking...
Man. You only discard one.
This guy does not know how to make videos with me. Just kidding. Which one?
Probably
Prince John, right? Prince John, because he's weaker at this point?
If we draw a 5-drop, then we can ink the Benja.
Okay, yeah, that's true. If we draw a 5-drop, we gotta ink with the Benja.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What the heck is going on? We drew all our Johns again.
We drew all our Johns, like...
Again.
That's hilarious. We drew 4 Johns in both games? Okay.
I think he's at 3 Johns, too.
Okay, so what are we doing here? This is an interesting game state. I want to use a Robin Hood to clear this. Wait. What the heck? I didn't say to do it yet, sir. What's the play, bro?
3, 6, 7, 8. So he's under in the sea next turn. if we don't kill the John.
100%, 100% of the
Yeah.
time. He's gonna try under the CS.
So the thing is, it worth getting?
Do we hit it with this, or
I
do we
think
hit it with?
I think we trade with the Ursula. Because then he can't trade the Ursula into the Robin.
Okay, and then quest with this for sure, right? The John.
Yeah.
Oop. Quest with the John.
And then we can quest with Robin, because now he has to double trade if he wants to.
Do you quest with the Sumi, or do you want to get the damage?
I think we wait. Because he can't under the sea it. He has to Rose under the sea it, or he has to like. If you really needed to, like, you're welcome it, or you know which I don't think.
And we just play Ben. We just play Benji here, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, we play Benji. Yeah, we play.
Cool. All right, Passaline. Big pass. Big pass to Big Zach. So he got 4 cards, 5 ink. Maybe we could have played Prince John because of what you said. If we would have drawn, if we draw like a beast.
Yeah, that's gonna be the rough part. But now we're swinging for 2, 4, 6, 8. We go to 18.
But that's what you're right. Actually.
Yeah, if he doesn't trade. Yeah. Either way, we would swing for 8 with the John out too. Yeah. So like, the only thing I'm looking at is Benja at least can trade into something. Oh, he is. He's trading.
What do you trade?
Ursula into Ursula.
Oh, okay. Cricky.
He uses damage counters. He doesn't use dice. Zach's so quiet.
Yeah. I don't know. He just switched to quiet mode because he wasn't winning anymore. That's like the Zach strat. Like, yeah, if you ever play against Zach in real life, like you can tell he's winning because he's really talking. Oh no, we got punished. We got punished. So the correct, yeah. So it would have been better to just ink the. I'd say it would have been better to just play the Prince John and not ink, and then this time we could have inked this and then played the. And it's like you said too, right? We're trying to respect that. But I mean, honestly, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We'll go to 17 and then we'll play this and then we could just try and win, right? Okay.
Yeah. But now.
Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 7.
He can enter the sea here. So.
Oh, he can enter the sea? Okay, then we definitely don't do this one. Oh, he can enter the sea regardless.
Oh, yeah. He regardless.
Okay. Oh, in that case, do we even play this?
That's why I'm kind of like, I think we just go to 17.
Yeah, and just pass. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you do that then. Oh yeah, Smee dies. Smee. Oh, then at that point we kind of have to play this then, right? Because now we don't win. No, never mind. That's fine.
Oh. Because next turn.
We misplayed bad because we would have been able to play the beast this turn. That plays around under the sea. That was a very bad misplay. That's funny because we even said it.
We still would have swung the same.
Yeah, we still would have swung the same.
Yep, there it is. Under the sea.
Under the sea. What the heck?
No, you have to have them the same way.
That's really annoying. So he's gonna ink a Diablito.
6.
Different John. Play Diablo. Yep.
1. On the board. But he has a lot of lore.
Draw.
Come on, ink. Alright, we're chilling. Peace.
Go ahead, Zach Stone.
So he needs to find an answer for this. So he's going to go 2, 4. How much is
2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh wow, he wins.
Does he?
Yeah.
No, we're chilling.
Nah, because he has 9, 10, I believe. Wait, why do you look at my 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he has lethal. Oh, actually, we can stop him.
Oh yeah, we stop and
we
then
stop him, but we have to draw.
And then he has to trade.
Yeah, we have to draw.
We need a 2-drop.
We have to draw like a character. So we'll
2-drop, 1-drop.
Oh, 2-drop and 1-drop. That's hilarious.
Yeah, we're chilling.
Oh, but then he drew this too. He drew off a Diablo. Okay, so now we have to like swing into something.
Yeah, so we're killing John.
Yeah.
Right, because Kiki has more than 3 life, right? Can't see it. Yeah.
And then we play John's me, right?
Yeah, we play John Smith, so it can't be under the sea. It can't be targeted.
Yeah.
Or he could. We're both basically.
All right, go ahead.
He needs to right now. How did you draw so many cards?
Beast, because of Diablo.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
3 cards. 3 cards.
So he would have to trade 2. Cricky, Ursula, 3, 4, yeah. Ursula,
Beast.
Cricky.
Really, it's about if he has an out, if he has Under the Sea, because he has to have another Under the Sea to stop this, and and he has to have a way. He has to have Muses plus like painting also.
You're welcome. That's fine.
Okay. Oh, he's gonna use "You Forgotten Me."
So he's tapped out. Now he just has to start singing. If he has something.
Yeah, he has to have like Bruno.
But he won't be.
He can sing
Bruno.
Bruno.
He won't be able to trade. But he won't be able to. Yeah, he can sing.
No, he can sing Bruno, but then he won't be able to trade into the Beast.
Yeah, and we're still standing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he can Bruno and then trade everything into the Beast, which is not good. So he's gonna Inca Muses, and then he's gonna play. Oh, he did have Under the Sea. Wow, but even then, like it's, what's he gonna sing for it?
Yeah. So
3, 6,
4, 5,
8.
6.
Okay, so this.
Just that, yeah.
Yeah, and then he has to trade.
Then he's trading 2, yeah.
Oh, this is still really good though because his Cricky gets to go in without dying.
Damn, you really drew it, huh? Insane.
Yeah, I mean, he's lucker noob. No, we just got punished for misplaying, because when you misplaying, then that's the thing. Like misplaying is misplaying. Like you're just gonna lose if you misplay. So like
we're not dead.
That's the difference between.
We're not dead. We swing. Hopefully he doesn't have it out again.
And pass. And now this is the last turn, right? Because he can go 15, 6, 17. Yep. 17. So he has to have. He has to have it.
Show your hands out. Grab his hand, show it. Let me see.
I wonder if he kept us muted the whole time. Did he draw a song? He did draw a song.
Oh, so lame.
He did draw a song.
Oh yeah, it's me would be dead. Wait. Trading?
Yeah, it's me would be dead.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 15. He still gets it.
Yeah.
Damn, getting too old. Insane.
GG, Zach.
Wait. 15, 16, 17, 18. No, we're still alive.
I got lucky.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, we draw for turn, so I'm doing this.
Play that, yeah. You have another song? Yeah, you draw?
You didn't get lucky, we misplayed. Kill this.
Yeah, we kill that.
What did you guys do?
Wait, no, he bounced the Ursula to our hand, no?
I bounced the Ursula to your hand.
You're right.
No, so that you drew the fire tuck, you play the Ursula, and then we hope he doesn't have a song because we're not. Oh, he's at 16.
Wait, I'm at 16.
Yeah,
no.
So you're at 16?
Oh, yeah, he's 16. So we still lose.
Oh, yeah.
We misplayed because
What did you guys do though?
There was a
turn. I deafened like for a long time.
Yeah, I know. I was talking crap that you did that because we're filming a video and it helps when you talk, bro.
We're talking to you.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
But no, we should have inked the Benja
we went from talking to you to talking to ourselves, and we're just like, Zach, hello. Where'd the Benja go?
Discard.
Yeah.
No, under the sea.
Oh no, under the sea Benja.
Yeah. So we played Benja instead of playing Prince John that turn, and we could have kept Benja in our hand. And like we could have kept. We didn't have to ink it because we could just kept it because we're at 4. But you are playing a discard deck, so you probably just ink it. But the turn before, Danny was like, keep the Benja in case we draw a 5-drop, and then we didn't. And then that turn, we decided, and that turn we didn't draw a 5-drop, and then we decided to play the Benja instead of the Prince John. And as soon as we did that, I was like, oh, maybe we should have kept the Benja because if we draw a 5-drop, we can ink it. And the next turn, we literally drew the Beast. So that there was like an empty turn where like I played Prince John off curve and it was really bad. And that turn like completely just changed the game because if not, like we would have had the beast line basically, and you only had one card in hand. So yeah, that turn made that turn made a huge difference. So, but I'm glad we got that misplay on camera because that's really what it's about. Is those misplays, like one little misplay will turn your potential 1-1 matchup into you getting 2-0'd or vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why there's continuously playing and just figuring out, okay, this is what I should have done right here. This deck does great. We misplayed on both games. We should have kept the Tinkerbell because in case of Diablo, that's the game changer. If we didn't have the Diablo, we would have been fine.
You think
This
so?
one, we should have inked the Benja.
Yeah, because
Played the job, not play into the member because we knew he was gonna Under the Sea. I'm like, Under the Sea is coming. So we didn't have to play the John. We could have inked the Benja, waited, drew the beast, played the beast, next turn, blah blah blah, play the John next.
I think you still play the John there because we stopped we stopped the Under the Sea from dropping that turn because yeah. But I get what you're saying though. The misplays for sure make a huge difference, or quote unquote misplays make a huge difference in how you play a deck like this. Like I think in general, like it's about making the best decisions for the matchup and not necessarily. But we're practicing, so we decided to try and go for the lore race, and we got punished for it on game one instead of trying to keep the Tinkerbell as an out to Diablo because he was able to run away with the game after that Diablo, and then game two, that misplay with the Benja was just actually out of this world. Like that actually just can completely change the way the game pans out. So I mean, yeah.
2-0, Zach. Really?
All right. Thank you, Danny.
All right. So I just earned 7 points in this match if considered a DLC type of event. But honestly, though, Kevin, how did it feel playing that deck?
Well, this is Quest with a guest, and I'm glad that we got to quest with our guest Danny over here. I mean, why play test if we're not going to be practicing against good players like Zach Stone, who are gonna take the time to make the best decisions and really put us in the position where if we misplay, we lose, because that's really what it's about in Lorcana, especially in a 2-game format. A lot of people don't like the 2-game format, but I really do feel like if you play flawlessly, you are gonna benefit, and little misplays like the ones you just saw me and Danny make right there will make the difference, like you just said, Zach, from getting 3 points to 0 points to 7 points, which is super important. So thank you for 2-0ing us, Zach Stone. We really appreciate you helping us showcase how Green Steel. And Danny, thank you for showing us how to pilot and play Green Steel. You know, even though we obviously didn't win those games, we sat there and we thought about where did we mess up, what could we have done differently to win those games, which I think is extremely important in not only Lorcana, TCGs, and just life in general. You know, hold yourself accountable, take responsibility for your misplays and stuff like we were just doing. But all in all, Danny, are you still feeling like Green Steel is the deck?
Green Steel is the deck. It's there. Aside from the misplays that we learn from, right? And that's the reason why we keep playtesting. Hey, we should have done this. We should have done this. Why didn't we do it? And just reflecting on that and moving forward with that information that we're given, right? So Green Steel's the play. Like I said, there's tweaks to do to make on it a little bit. Like I said, Diablos, but Green Steel's the play.
Yeah, no, I like it in general. I feel like again those matchups were very winnable. And it's a more of an aggressive play style, so it kind of turns it turns the clock really quick for the opponent. You know, they probably don't realize that they're playing against a more aggressive version until it's way too late, which I also kind of like in a 2-game format. You know, has that kind of surprise factor. Zach was playing the Emerald Amber matchup, and I think Emerald does have a hard matchup with Emerald in general. I think Emerald's hardest matchup is like the mirror emerald color sometimes. Under the Sea is a very strong card against a deck like yours, so that is something to take into consideration if you plan on playing Emerald Steel. In general, though, I think it's a very strong deck this format, so don't sleep on the potential of Emerald Steel. You saw us wombo combo off Prince John, Ursula, Sudden Chill. We didn't even use Prince John's mirror, which is interesting. You know, I guess it didn't come up in those games. But what matchups are Prince John's mirror mainly for?
So I'm already kind of favored against red-purple matchup, red-blue matchup, but having mirror on turn 3 against like RB is just great, right? Because they're gonna go, especially if you're going first, you're going mirror turn 3. Now they're looking at, all right, my turn 3 is gonna be a fishbone quill. I'm gonna get rid of my hand and go down the 3 even more. So it just makes the favorable match even more favorable because red-blue is still out there and I think it just won in Bologna. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Bologna,
Right.
whatever. But
Is
yeah,
that? I believe that's what won, right?
Italy. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's still out there, and it's gonna be out there. And then the main thing too is against Steel Song, right? If I go that turn 3 against Steel Song and they wheel, okay, hopefully they don't draw the amazing stuff. And oh look, I just draw into my 1 drops and 2 drops instead of all my songs. So that's mainly what the mirror is in there for. And if you can go John mirror and get the draw discard, it's pretty beneficial.
Another thing that I like about Prince John's Mirror, its interactions with Clarabelle, I think, are very interesting. So I know if you have like a Prince John's Mirror and your like opposing player has less cards in hand than you, then they will draw. Their Clarabelle trigger is going to happen first, but then your John's going to check after that trigger and discard them back down to 3. So it
Yeah.
does have a way of checking Clarabelle if you have like a really like increased hand size against any Clarabelle deck. Usually Clarabelle would work benefit better when you're discarding first off the mirror and then drawing back again with Clarabelle, just because the end of turn triggers only happen once, and each of them check to see if they have a time to trigger before the turn ends. So that's they're always going to check for that one time too, and I like the mirror for that kind of like check balance there. The mirror is also just probably one of those cards that like forces your opponent to play a little awkwardly. I do still think you should try to work the games referee in,
Yeah.
because imagine just you playing like a Prince John's mirror and then playing a games referee. So they can't even use these like songs they have in their hand. They're stuck keeping these cards that they'll eventually have to discard. So it's probably the only thing that I would comment on Danny's deck list for sure is please include Pete games referee. That card is just too good. And Steel beats Steel. Steel's hardest matchup is Steel, and that does give yourself the best answers against the Steel cards, is to stop their actions from being played.
Yeah. And that's why the Diablo's there. Like the Diablos are the one card where I'm like, you know what, Diablo's good, but there is a lot of steel. Maybe the 2 Diablos come out for the 2 Pete's.
Mm.
And that's why we just continue to keep testing, continue to keep trying to see what is really the most valuable card to be in the deck to get us there.
Yeah. I got I in general, I don't think Pete Games Referee is like the best card in the game either. Like I think people were just like overhyping it. But it's a good card. Like especially in a deck like yours, an aggressive deck, it'll let you go wide. And you're not gonna have to worry about Under the Sea. You're not gonna have to worry about beat prep. You're not gonna have to worry about the muses. You'll be able to go off like on those like turns where you have like 4 or 5 ink. You'll be able to go off like you said, like 2 1-drops and a Pete, or or like Pete's me. Then I think that can be very impactful. So maybe that is something to consider out there, Emerald Steel players. If Emerald's matchup, if Emerald has the best color matchup against Emerald itself, and Steel has the best matchup against Steel itself, I feel like Emerald Steel has a very strong like contention in the meta right now. Emerald also slaps around Ruby Amethyst in general as a color alone, and then like you said, the Amber Steel matchup is the hardest kind of for you, and if throwing in those Pete's might make that just a little bit easier too because of the way Amber works. But yeah, man, thanks again, Danny, for showcasing us your version of Emerald Steel. Good luck at DLC Vegas. We're obviously all gonna go as a Southern California crew. We're gonna be there together. So really excited to see. Very excited to see how it all pans out and how the meta is going to shape. Before we let you go, though, we do want to just get to know you just a little bit more. Disney Lorcana is a game about Disney characters and whatnot. Is Monsters, Inc. your favorite movie? What would you want to see in Lorcana?
Monsters, Inc. My kids always ask me, like, especially when the new set comes out, because they know, like, I'll tell them, like, oh, the new set's going to come out. And they'll be like, did Monster Inc. come out? Like, no, not yet. But it's good that
2 years.
we do.
2 years we'll
that's
get
why
Pixar.
we do see Pixar coming. So we're gonna be seeing Toy Story. They love Toy Story, Monsters Inc. A whole bunch of new cars that are gonna be incorporated into Lorcana, and it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a blast.
All right, Monsters Inc. Pixar 2027. That's what they said, right? Yeah, there's a lot of Pixar, a lot of Pixar movies.
26?
Did they say 2026? Oh, okay. Or was it Pocahontas? I don't know. They said something 2027. Point is, though, Pixar's coming in the next couple years for Lorcana. Monsters, Inc., bro, who are you trying to see in the game? You're trying to see Sully. You're trying to see Mike Wazowski. Who Mr. Waternose is a villain. That'd be crazy.
I do want to see a Boo. I want to see a Boo.
Boo. Okay. A Boo card.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do
She's
some.
like when she's hitting what do you call it, Bob on the head.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I'd imagine they make some type of card for the song also, like the jazz music that they have in
Yeah,
Monsters Inc.
yeah,
That'd
yeah.
be cool. That'd be cool. Or it'd be funny if they make a song for "Put That Thing Back Where It Came From" or "So Help Me."
Oh yeah.
It's like, imagine it'd be something like "Shuffle Back into the Deck." Ooh, it's a Mike Wazowski song. Shuffle a card back into the deck. Put that thing back where it came from. That'd be
That's why
hilarious.
I just hope they're green cards. Some green
Yeah.
cards from
Yeah,
Monsters
yeah,
Inc.
I hope they make Mike Wazowski an Emerald card. We have Diablo and Ursula that look at the opponent's hand. Maybe Mike Wazowski does something similar with his big old eye, look at the opponent's
Right.
hand.
He's gonna look at the top three of your opponent's deck and just put them in the order you want.
That would be cool. That would be actually cool. To put him in order you decide.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for a discard that instead of getting a song or an action or a item, it's looking for a character. Maybe it's a 3-cost character or lower, where you look into their hand, discard a character 3 costs or lower.
Character.
I'm like, ooh,
Okay. Character. Yeah, character specific, and they put that extra stipulation. That'd be really cool. That would be really strong. I think. I was actually just thinking about how I feel like characters right now in Lorcana are just really strong. Like a lot of the decks that I'm building play like I feel like predominantly like more characters and like actions and songs right now, just because there's so many outs to actions and songs. We have
yeah,
Pete, we have Ursula floating around. People are using Whole New World with Naveen, so your hand isn't what it used to be. So
yeah.
I'm really really appreciating characters right now. But yeah, man, Danny, any final shout outs before we let you go for the day?
Of course, I always got to give a shout out to my wife and my kids for just putting up with this crazy habit of mine and just being really supportive, right? Because it's fun. It's a fun game, and they see that it makes me happy. So it's a great thing. I always want to give a shout out to the LA crew, right? All you guys in LA, Goons, everyone. There's so many to name. I don't want to just miss somebody, so I can't say everyone's name, but just the whole LA crew, the whole IE crew. You guys know who you are. Everyone out here in the IE. My comical crew that I grew up with, they taught me how to play card games and they taught me how to be competitive. And it's great. It's a great thing. Just being brought up in that type of environment, stores, right, and card games and comic books. It's great. Keeps you out the streets. It's fun. You don't have to be doing that other stuff. You can just play card games and have fun, right? And I want to give a shout out to my local game store, my sponsor now, TCG Top Choice Gaming. Let's go. We're gonna get it. DLC Vegas. We're coming.
That's right. Heck yeah, man. Shout out Top Choice Gaming. Shout out all the IE people, all the LA people as well. Shout out Dio from Top Choice Gaming. He's the homie from like when I was a kid. But yeah, man, heck yeah. We're very excited to see what you guys do at DLC Vegas. I'm very excited to see your Lorcana journey. Thanks again, Danny, for hopping on the show with us and talking to us about Emerald Steel and Lorcana. If you guys want to follow Danny's Lorcana journey, I don't think he posts on Instagram or anything like that. So you guys got to look out for him on Facebook and Discord as well. He's in the Lorcana Goons Discord and in the TCS Discords and all the other Discords if you want to chop it up with him and talk a little bit more about the game. But yeah, man, thanks again. This has been Quest with a Guest. Zach, any final shout outs?
Yeah, there is one shout out thanks to Undeniable Psycho from our Discord. It was his father that brought his son to the booth. Just want to give you guys a big shout out. Thanks for, I got a nice, cool Maleficent playmat from him. So yeah, really big kudos to you, my man.
Sick, dude. Heck yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to see more episodes of Quest with the Guest, be sure to leave a like and a comment and subscribe to the Lorcana Goons channel. It supports a lot. Every Thursday, we hang out with somebody new and we talk about the game of Lorcana and even play a little bit and really decide and really break down this Lorcana meta. So until then, stay tuned to Lorcana Goons and we'll see you goons next time.